Review medical record for history or risk of orthostatic hypertension. So this is done to able to identify the patient's limitations during ambulations for the patient's safety. So ma'am, the medical history of the patients shows right-sided weakness with no signs of hypertension. Review healthcare provider's order for activity notes mobility of weight-bearing restriction. So this is done to able to identify and verify the doctor's order, and they also identify any special consideration when assessing the patient. So patient chart shows doctor order to ambulate patients once a day, probably consider for a weak-sided weakness of the right lower leg. The doctor order best time to ambulate the patient is on morning after breakfast, after the patient has already eating, so that the patient has the energy to more and ambulate, so that the patient has time to rest for the following. So patient's environment has no barrier and safety rates, so it's not too safe to proceed to ambulation. Hi ma'am, kinsa gani mong pangalan?
Will Albino,
So ma'am, mangutan ako ma'am, kano sa imong birthday?
September 18.
Ma'am, katanaw ko sa mga saban mga Pilipino. Okay ma'am, tama ma'am. So, good day ma'am. So I'm going to check your vital sign. It's okay? Huwag lang po sa kamot, ma'am. Once ako simutil, ma'am ha, if okay lang. Ma'am, maalsa ba ni mo? Maalsa ba ni mo? Mapil mo, ma'am? Ano ma'am? Mapil ba ni mo? Dire. Palihog lang ko, ma'am. Giwing ito ang TL, okay lang po ba na ano ni mo, na feel ni mo? Kani mama, magbutang ko compress sa ako sa imong kamot para if makaya ba nimo, if mabugat ba? Sige. Sige daw ma'am, palihog na ko pa sa gamay habang ga-press. Because bugat no, dili kay nimo maalsa no. So, as the patient's effort or expectations, pain determines source and severity of pain, administer analgesic if necessary. So this is done to able to promote comfort for the patients. So ma'am, pwede mag-ask if are you feel tired today? So do you feel any pains through your legs? So assess patient's level of response to commands, view regarding of the willingness of participate in the activities. So, ma'am, willing ba ka sa kanang mga procedure nato sa karon na basically mag-samtag exercise, just like magtindog lang tama, maglakaw-lakaw tagamay, participate ba ka, ma'am?
Yes po.
Assess patients for any deficient that may affect his or her ability to follow instructions. So, this is done to assess again to level of cooperation for the patients. So, ma'am, makadungog man ka, ma'am, no? Tarong.
Yes po.
Okay, so, wala ba kayo pang dungog nga problema? Makadungog ba ka?
Yes po.
So, importante na sa ato, ma'am, no? Pag-instruct kay labaw na kung mag-instruct ko sa imo ma'am, dapat malinaw gid atong pagdungog ma'am, no? Places chair of wheelchair nearby if necessary. So this is done for the patients if ambulation is not tolerated. Ma'am, magsuot lang po ano mo ma'am ha. Ngayon lang ta ma'am. Ma'am, ako si ano ma'am ha. Shoulder sir ha, palihog lang po sa ma'am, below lang sa imuhang shoulder. And then, move patients and the feet over the side of the bed, prevent when allow movement of the legs and down evidence of the patient's top to right positions. So this allow the swift movement of the changes positions. So, ma'am, palihog lang po ma'am ha, tapos magpuan ta karon ma'am ha, magtunod ko sa imo ano ma'am, mag-up down ta ma'am ha. Sige. Ma'am, palihog lang po down sa imo ang puandaan. Tapos mag-up, linggo din sa wait lang ha. 1, 2, stretching sa kasato ang kapsat ng ma'am ha. Okay ma'am, pikas na ma'am. So ma'am, wala ba kayo na-feel nga dizziness ron?
Wala.
Okay. So karon ma'am ha, mag-rest ta karon ma'am, some rest ta ma'am. Then magkuha sa ta og BP kadyo sa imo na-feel ma'am.
Wala.
The belt of appropriately holds and appropriately of the provide support. Daan ma'am. Then magunit ko sa imo ma'am ha. Then gunit sa akong likod ma'am kay sabay ta magtindog ma'am ha. 1, 2, 3, go. So, nanginay lang ka ma'am, padulong ko sa chair. Dulong ka ma'am, kailan ka ma'am. Ikaw ma'am. Ma'am, wala ba kagikapoy o lakaw?
Wala ma'am.
Na-feel ba nimo ang sakit sa tiil, mungol? Wala. Wala. Unit lang po mama, tapos sinainay ta mama. 1. Next na po. Tapang. 2. 3. Patient comfortable position in the bed or chair, perform the hygiene. So promote comfort patients with performing hygiene to help prevent the spread of microorganisms. So, ma'am, comfortable na ba ka ma'am? Okay ma'am, so salimog lang po ma'am. Paano kasi kung pala ma'am? Last steps, we need to record the time and distance ambulated changes in the vital and the patient's tolerance in the patient's chart. So this is the accuracy to properly document information and also document implementary and that's the done of the patients. So, recording ambulation's time sa 7 a.m. No changes, ma'am. No vital signs noted. Patients was able to tolerate the ambulation.